Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Eve for beginners. I'm Gilly. Today we're going to go over how to fly safely through space, different types of space, things like that, how to use the directional scanner to stay safe, what the map can show you in filters that will help you get around, and a little bit about community events and things like that. And I'm going to show you a trick called the WMD and cloak trick, which can help you get through space in nullsec or lowsec without being targeted as you jump from gates. So first off, we're going to start with the differences between high-sec, low-sec and null-sec systems. If you just go to your map, which is this one here, or press F10 is the shortcut. As you can see, we have hundreds of space stations. I'm in my little home base here. This is the 0.9 system. Basically 0.5 to 0.5 to 1 is all high-sec space. It's controlled by Concord, the police force. They will come and help you out if you get attacked and it's unprovoked. This goes for anywhere in space. There's a few exceptions to this. So if someone attacks you completely unprovoked and they don't have a kill right on you, so they can't legally kill you because you haven't wronged them, Concord will come in and help you out as long as you're still alive when they get there. There's a few things that I'll go over in a later episode of how to stay alive and how to do things like that. But that's the basic thing of it. Low-sec is 0.4 to 0.1. There is still some Concord presence there, but they won't come and help you in space. Basically, the gates have sentry turrets that will help in the same way that the police will in high-sec. But they're only at the gates, and it's not very good. You can still get easily killed there. Null-sec, there is no Concord at all. Also, everyone has a security standing, so pirates have it that it goes down if you kill people, and it goes up if you do good things and things like that. That won't be effective if you kill someone in null-sec without being provoked. In high-sec, it goes down when you do. This can go from, I think it's plus 10 to minus 10. Once you get past minus 5, you're considered an enemy of the state, and you get attacked as soon as you come in high-sec. So, the exceptions to the rule in high-sec, as I said, were if you are a war target, so if you're in a corporation and you're at war with someone, anyone in the corporation you're at war with can attack you at any time in high-sec. You can find them out, you'll be able to see them on your overview and in the system things that I'm going to show you in a minute. Also, there's an exception that if they are criminally, so if they steal from you and then you engage them, they can engage you back without any intervention from Concord. So make sure that you can kill them before you engage them, basically. Now, onto this. So how do you fly safely? Say that I want to go to, where the hell am I down here? Say I want to go into nullsec. Not nullsec, lowsec. So my closest nullsec system is here. I think should be something like that. Anyway, so yeah, say I want to go here, I'll set my waypoint, so set destination, and there we go. So that's going to be low-sec. As I can see, I'm travelling through high-sec space, which is totally fine. I won't get killed there, because I'm not part of a corporation at the minute. I've got no war targets. I've not attacked anyone recently, so no one have a kill right on me. So that's usually fine. The only thing that you have to worry about is if you're flying a very expensive ship, so if you've got a big hauler, you might get suicide ganked where people come in and kill you before Concord can kill them. So it's all very quickly, it's a big gang that comes and attacks you, then someone comes in and takes your loot off you. But you don't have to worry about that at this very early stage in the game. So yeah, we don't have to worry about that. It's when we get to low-sec system here, which is a 0.4 system, that I'm going to start having problems. There's a very helpful thing on the map that helps us like plot a route. So if I want to go here, I can go and see how many average pilots have been in space. So this route is there's only been one pilot in the system, and no pilots there at all. So as we can see, there's no one in that space in the last 30 minutes, so there's less likely time I'm going to be killed. Another good one to look for is the ships destroyed in the last hour or the last 24 hours. So as we can see from that, high-sec does light up because of war targets and things, but if I go down, so this all here would be low-sec. We can see that this system here has had quite a few people killed in the last hour. so I would be avoiding that because I know that there's going to be people there trying to kill people. So that's what you can get from your world map when you're plotting routes. Right now I'm going to fly out to LawSec and show you some of the things that you can use in your overview and in your, it's called the directional scanner, which lets you scan for things, and then I'll go over some nullsec things that are a little bit different from lowsec and things that can hurt you there. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm not quite there yet. It did hit me about halfway through that there wasn't anyone in those systems, so I'm not going to be scanning for anyone, so I can't really show you anything when I get there, which could be a little bit of a problem, so I'm going to do it on the way. At the minute I'm jumping between gates. I have my directional scanner up here, I have the chat channel down here, and then I have my overview here. All these can be very helpful in flying safely. So as you know, when you land on grid, it shows anyone in your immediate vicinity in your overview. This will show, you know, people are close. Anyone who is a war target will flash red. Anyone's a criminal will have a criminal thing. It depends how you have your overview set up, but that's the way mine is, and that's how I think it's default set. So you'll be able to see anyone who's a big danger to you because they'll be flashing and you can't miss them. Another good tool is to see how many pilots are in the space that you're in. If you look at local in your chat settings, this here is how many people are in the channel. You can't not be in local channel basically, so that's how you know. So there's 17 people in this system at the minute. Now let's get to the directional scan. This is very useful in low sec and null sec and wormhole space, especially that because there is no local channel there and it won't count how many people are there, so you need to keep an eye on that to see if there's anyone around you. If I actually see anyone, I can show you how it works. The range is here. You can set it all the way up to 10 AU, well 14.3 AU all the way down to like 1 AU. I usually have it set at about 5 because that tells me like where everyone is. This here is the angle, so 360 scans the whole space like in a 5 AU bubble around you. So I scan that and I can see there's no one around me at the minute. What it is useful for? It's a good question, a very good question. It's for finding bubbles, people in space, combat probes that are trying to scan you down and things like that. As you can see, I'm using my active OVAS view settings. If I don't and I scan, it brings up all this just crap, basically. None of that is useful to me. It doesn't show me, it's just too much information, so I use that. This only has gates, people, planets and probes on, so when I scan I can only see that. As you can see, I'm scanning 360 if you are jumping between two gates. So for example, if I look at this gate here, not that gate there, what are we doing? This gate here. So if I line to that, where is it? Where is it? There we go. Sorry about that. Completely lost it. If I'm looking at this gate and I am aligned to it, and I want to see if there's anything between me and there, if I put the angle down to 5 degrees, it does the cone of what I'm looking for and scans that. So if I scan that, I can see there is absolutely nothing between me and that. Nothing between me and 5 AU that way that I'm looking. That can be useful for, if you're in nullsec, people can put things called bubbles up. These are interdiction and warp scrambling. So you can see if there's any in your direct path, because if you hit one in your path, you won't land where you're meant to, and it's very easy for them to then catch you and kill you. If you find a bubble in your way, the thing to do is to fly to, say, a planet or a celestial body, and then approach the gate from another direction where the bubble isn't in your direct flight path. That will avoid the bubble, and you won't get killed, which is always very useful. So now I'm on the edge of space of lowsec, so I'm just about to head into there now. I'm going to jump through it, and then I'm going to go through the MWD and cloak trick. I said WMD before, that's a completely different thing. So yeah, this is basically where you can align to a planet whilst cloaked, and then you'll be at warp speed, at the speed you need to be to warp straight there. You won't be uncloaked and nobody will be able to target you. It's a very, very safe way of flying through space. You just need a standard cloaking device for this. I've got a prototype cloaking device. Things like the special ops cloaking devices don't need to do this because they can just warp whilst cloaked, but normally you can't. So I've landed on grid. It's low sec space, very dangerous. There's 3 pilots in the system. I'm going to do a quick scan. There's no one around me. What I'm going to do is when you land on grid, you're automatically cloaked for a full minute. In this time, no one can see you. When you start moving, you uncloak and people can see you. To do this, what we're going to do is we're going to align to the system that we want to jump to, press our micro warp drive quickly, and then in succession cloak. Now, we're going to wait for our micro warp drive to nearly go through its thing, then we're going to turn it off, turn off the cloak and jump straight away. As you can see now, we are warping straight away. There was no lag between the time that we uncloaked and the time that we warped away, so no one could target us. The reason this works is your cloaking device, you can only travel at 40, I think it's like 45 meters per second. You need to be going about 400 in this frigate, for example, to be warping. So it's 10% of your speed while cloaked. To get over this, you micro warp drive, which slams your speed straight up into the thousands, and then you cloak. This turns off your micro warp drive, but at that point you're already accelerating enough to be over the warp speed that you need. The reason we do it at the end of the cycle is because once it stops, that's when we hit the warp speed. Otherwise, before that, the warp speed is 90% of what the micro warp drive speed is, so it'd be in the thousands that you need to be at rather than the 400s. So let's do this again just to give you an example. Get my align to set up, align to, micro warp drive, cloak, get ready to jump. Wait for my micro warp drive to near the end of its cycle, click it off, hit cloak and jump, and warping straight away. So that's how to do it. Cloaking devices are very good for low sec. I didn't scan when I came off that one, but as you can see there's only 5 people in the system. I wasn't really too bothered. And because I was doing that, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm not going to get caught. I recommend scanning every couple of seconds, 30 seconds or so. You should be okay on when you land on grid and when you're about to like greet a station in low sec. In null sec you need to be a bit more, obviously, you know, use it a bit more. As I can see now there's 4 people in the system. I've scanned, no one's there. I'm probably pretty safe. Now I'm just going to jump back to high sec. That is it for this video. I hope this helped some people, gave people a bit more information on high sec, low sec, what the map can do, the trick with the cloaking devices, your directional scan, your people in the system. If you've got any questions about anything that I've said, please give me a message. I will get back to you. Enjoy Eve. Next time I think I'm going to go over like simple fits for ships and how you can best fit your ship, and then I'll go into all the different careers that you can do and do like a little section on each of them. Thank you very much, and see you guys later.